everybody, this video is to show you exactly how I want you all to do the project for Changes in Science Over Time presentation. So let's start off with the very beginning thing, which is the finding our information. So you're going to first learn about what people used to believe in science. So take a look. Part 1, read the article with your group mates. You got assigned a specific group number if you were in class today. If you were in class, you got assigned a specific group number, either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. If you did not come to class today, go ahead and do number 8 if you weren't in class. That sounds like a good number. All right, next. When you read through the article, you are going to write down 3 to 6 things that you believe were true. What I would do is, as I'm reading through the first time, I'm going to highlight 4 things. So where am I going to find these articles? I'll tell you where. I'm going to click on this button right here. I'm going to open up this downloady thing right here. And I'm going to click Enable Editing so that I can highlight things. I'm going to scroll down till I find my group number. My group number was 8, Alchemy. Oh, that's cool. So I'm going to read through this. And I am going to highlight different things that I think are interesting. And as I read through, I am going to highlight at least 4 things. If you highlight fewer than 4 things, that would not be so great. You want closer to 6 things. The reason you want closer to 6 things is because when you go to turn this in, you are going to be looking for more information than less information. So now I'm going to take those things that I highlighted. I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go back over here to my super handy website, Schoology. In the discussion board, I'm going to paste in my findings. Why am I doing that, you might ask? Well, the reason that I'm doing that is so that I've got a concise, which means pretty good, small spot where my information is going. I'm going to come back and find it whenever I need it. Again, these are things that people used to believe were true. The next thing we're going to do is probably write those down on a piece of paper in my T-chart, because that's going to give me a specific location where I can come back and view those things in a little bit. Next, part 2. You are going to be researching modern day findings. So I'm going to click on part 2, click, leave. Okay, it's in my downloads box. I'm going to open her up, enable editing. You'll notice that there are different websites here. These are the same websites as these websites. The left side is the same as the right side. The only reason that it's like this is when I do my face-to-face class and we don't have technology as handy, I just type off one group of these papers. So I'm going to highlight this link. I'm going to right-click it. I'm going to press copy. The next thing I am going to do is I'm going to go back over to my Google page, and I'm going to open up a new tab. I am going to do Control V. I'm going to go to that website. Some of you may have issues where if you are on a tablet and you've got it horizontal, it will not show the whole website. So you may need to turn your tablet so that this way it is able to show everything in there. Now I've got new information. This is what we currently believe to be true about gold, how we currently understand gold. So I'm going to copy information, and once again I'm going to paste it into my Word document. I'm also going to paste it into this handy dandy text box here in the discussion board. Why am I doing that? I'll tell you why I'm doing that. I am doing that because I personally think that it'll be very handy to have this stuff easy to come back to and look at in a little bit. So you can now see this is the expectation. 3 to 6 facts about what people used to believe, 3 to 6 facts about what people currently believe to be true. The next thing that I'm going to do is, once I've got my 6 or more facts, I'm going to click Post, and that's going to show up in the discussion board. As your posts show up, I will moderate and allow them to show up. Part 3. You'll find Part 3 in the homework folder. Look at that. There's a handy instructions for how to do Part 3 right there in the instructions for Part 1 and 2. Please begin on it as soon as you're finished. So you've finished finding your information for Part 1 and 2. Now you're going to go look for Part 3 in the homework folder. But Mr. Sawchuk, I don't know how to get to Part 3. I'm so glad you asked. You're going to click over here on Materials, scroll down to where it says Homework. After you click on Homework, you're going to see the thing that says Durability in Science, Changes in Science Over Time. You will click on that. Once you click on that, you will see that there is an option for you to submit the assignment over here on the right. Before you click on that, here is the information that you need for the PowerPoint. Now, you see that I've got the instructions that say, need to have a title on the title slide, need an explanation of what the scientists and people used to believe, need an explanation of what scientists currently believe, need to have a relevant graphic for both old and new, names on title of slide, of course. So if you, wonderful student of mine, don't know what this means for title slide, that's the first slide, that's what you're going to put your topic under. So my example for my current thing is number 8. If I put down number 8, that's not going to get me a grade, that's an A. Don't put down just number 8. If I put down alchemy, that will get me the grade that I need. You could put alchemy versus gold even, because that's specifically what they're talking about in alchemy there. Now, this next part right here, this is where your grades come in. Yay! So I explain exactly how I'm expecting people to turn in their assignments so that you all can get a grade. Previous beliefs. To get a full credit A, you need 6 or more beliefs. If you need to go to an outside source, I'm okay with that. Current beliefs. For full credit, you need 6 or more current beliefs on a subject. I'm okay if you go to outside sources for that. Graphics, titles, and names. If you don't put your name, a title, and graphics in this, you cannot get full credit. If you are missing a title, your name, or graphics, then I cannot give you full credit. But if you have a title, a name, and a graphics, you're good. Okay, now let's go back up here to previous and current beliefs. I have an example PowerPoint right here. I'm going to download that. Click on Open. Once I open it, I will see Enable Editing as an option. Click that. Once you click that, you'll see that we have the standards that we're learning about. Fantastic. And we've also got the requirements printed right here. What I'm going to do, because I believe in simple things, is I'm going to look at this as my title slide. Awesome. I'm going to click New Slide. That'll make a new slide. And another new slide. That'll make another new slide. Now, let's say we want to have alchemy. I'll just put number 8 so you all know that I know that this is the wrong thing to put. Then I'm going to put down my name right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this next slide here. On this next slide, I need to have what? I need to have explanation of what scientists and people used to believe. So I'm going to copy and paste that in. Now, this is not proper grammar, is it? My and should be a capital, and at the end I should have period, right? That's how sentences should end. Explanation of what scientists used to believe. Here I'm going to put in that information. Maybe I should put in what scientists used to believe about alchemy. That might make more sense when I'm looking at it. If you think that it might be beneficial for you to put more than one column in, you can absolutely put more than one column in. that will give you room for information on this slide and information on this slide. If you need more than one page, I'm cool with that too. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide, what do I need? Explanation of what scientists currently believe. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. Once again, I need to fix this to be the information that we actually need. You can also generate your images here and put in the info that you need there. Finally, if you need a fifth slide, you can use a fifth slide. If you need a sixth slide, you can use a sixth slide. There's nothing wrong with using a couple extra slides to get your information through, okay? In order to put in graphics that are relevant, I'm just going to Google some stuff here about alchemy. Maybe I would even use the insert pictures option. Maybe I would use the online pictures option, depending on whether or not that was a good choice for me. So let's go ahead and type in alchemy. Here we've got some search results, and we can include what that stuff is. Awesome. I could include pictures in here of those things. Next, I would want to include what that next topic was about, which is gold and modern day, how we understand gold to work. And I put that in here. Pause. Back on our main page, after I've saved my PowerPoint, what I can do is I will click submit. Once I click on submit, I'll be able to upload the submission to there and then turn in that assignment for a grade. Remember, you want to have as much information in as possible that's going to give you as much credit as possible. If you have questions, feel free to shoot me an email or ask me your questions. I'll be happy to help you out as soon as I can. Hopefully this video is helpful and I didn't just waste your time and my time and all of our times. Hopefully you all do super well on this quiz. I mean, not quiz, this assignment. This is taking place of a quiz, which is why it's 10 points. Okay. Best of luck. Remember that you need to be reading the articles, highlighting information. If you need more information, there is more information out there. Feel free to do extra research if you believe that will help your grade. I believe it would help your grade, and I want you to have a good grade, not a bad grade. You can do it. I believe in you.